Hi everyone, my name is Junon. I have a health science background and I'm the author of the books Truth and Empathy, How to Find Your Soulmate, as well as Theta-Waves Meditation. And I'll put links to my books below. This video is about why most men are physically attracted to most women. I was kind of intrigued by this phenomenon because when you think about it, there's roughly the same percentage of women and men in North America, but why is it such a sort of difference in terms of who is attracted to whom? And so I came up with a few reasons based on my own observations and my research over the years. One factor may be that men, generally speaking, have a higher libido than women because they have higher levels of testosterone and it's continuous compared to women, because based on their menstrual cycles when they are fertile, it varies from week to week. So yes, when she's ovulating, she may be more receptive, but even in terms of the men that she would be attracted to, it's kind of different. But with men, it doesn't vary as much. So in other words, if you have a higher sexual appetite, then you will find more women more appealing. The other point may be that women tend to take better care of themselves. So in other words, it's socially acceptable for women to take care of their skin, their hair, maybe be more conscious about their diet and exercise. So there's more pressure for women to have an appealing appearance. Whereas for men, they don't have to do that as much. As women get older, they are judged more harshly than men when it comes to signs of aging, whether it's gray hair or wrinkles. The other aspect has to do with the fact that women now are financially more independent from men, so they don't have to lower their standards, in terms of, okay, well, at least he has a good income, then I have to compromise on the looks department. So women, as they move forward in life and they are able to earn more money and they are more educated, they're less likely to settle for a man that she's not really attracted to. So the other point that may be controversial is that, yes, I think that generally speaking, there are more attractive women than men. I live here in Toronto. It's very multicultural and you see a lot of people who are biracial. So there's a great diversity of looks. And if, let's say, I walk down the street or I'm on the subway or any public place and I look around, I see more attractive women than attractive men. And it has nothing with if a person's sexual orientation. I think that when I ask other women or even men, they will say, regardless of their sexual orientation or even their ethnicity, that they meet more attractive women than attractive men. I would dare to say that there are about twice as many attractive women as there are attractive men. And some people will say, well, women have the ability to put makeup on and change their hair and so forth. No, I see women in broad daylight, no makeup, with casually dressed with maybe sweatpants, going to the gym, and they are very attractive in women. Even if we look at celebrities, there are more attractive women than men. Yes, you can have some exceptions every once in a while. For example, Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise when they were young, or even Denzel Washington. But generally speaking, you will see more celebrities that are women who are very attractive compared to men. And what is interesting, if we look at the animal kingdom, is that you'll see many males who are more physically attractive than their female counterparts. For example, the peacock or the lion. And I think it has to do with who can attract the other one. So in other words, depending on who has the power in that dynamic. The other aspect has to do that most women are right brain dominant. So in other words, they need to be emotionally, spiritually connected with their mate. So it's not sort of straightforward, I'm attracted to this person and I want to have sex with them. So it has to be within the right context. Whereas if a person is left brain dominant, they can sort of detach sex from true intimacy. So again, it makes it more difficult for a man to attract a mate, but also maintain, let's say, a long-term fulfilling relationship. Because again, when you want to have a mate for long term is that it's not only just be able to have sex with them, but able to maintain that interest. So with all of these factors, that's why I say that most women are not attracted to most men, and most men are physically attracted to most women. They would, literally have sex with, easily 80% of the women they meet on a day-to-day basis. So let me know what you think about the content of this video by commenting below. If you like this video, if you learned something, please click on the like button. Also remember to click on the bell to be notified of other videos I'm going to be making. Subscribe to my channel, and we will talk soon.